Yeah, I think it's been going great. It's a nice mix between sort of the one-on-ones, the speakers, and then sort of the speakers that are actually telling you something specifically and how to go through about it.
The one-to-one sessions, the advice room has been uh, essential in pinpointing which elements of the process that several venture capitalists or investment angels actually follow that would be necessary for me to know. So thanks to those sessions, now I know exactly what I need to do for next year. So in this year, yes, I failed my pitch, but that was part of the learning process, and I'm very happy I went through that failure. And I could talk to someone afterwards, and they could explain everything that went out there and what things I need to get done right, so that next year I'm much more successful than this year.
I actually really like the one-to-one with the speakers because having both gives me options, and I like that. And I like being able to go sit one-to-one with someone and feel like I have 30 minutes to just ask them my stuff.
It's just a sounding board. It's just such a great opportunity to get to actually speak to someone in the industry who's active. And again, like Jennifer said, just have them listen to you one-on-one for 30 minutes is invaluable, I think, and it is an absolute essential part of sort of going forward with an idea.
I found pretty much everything useful. The advisors were very helpful, and a lot of them actually advised me on things that they weren't focused on, which was great. The talks were fantastic. The hardest thing was to try and get a balance between the advisors and the talks and make sure I saw what I wanted to see, and yeah, so far it's been really cool.
One of the things of events is that sometimes either you have very good speakers, but you don't have the chance of actually getting that personal experience that would make a difference of applying, would make a difference for you personally as someone with an idea or with a startup or things like that. So I would say that we had a lot of very interesting talks, in-depth talks about what we can do, strategy and everything. And we had this complemented by the personal advice that we had in one-to-one sessions. And this is real people. This is not like someone who's actually living off coaching people to get you through venture capitalists. We are actually dealing with the venture capitalists that are actually composing the scene, the internet and the technology scene in Europe and the States. So it's the real thing.
So many times at these events, they'll have the main schedule in their main showroom going on, and then they break and everyone has coffee, and it creates such a stop and go flow throughout the event. And what I like about this is that in between the speakers in this main room, I run off to the one-to-one to see if anybody's available or if I can just talk to, and I love to be able to just go back and forth like that, because then I feel like my time's never wasted and I'm constantly able to meet people. And being in such a small, intimate setting, it's really nice. People are very approachable, and they talk to us.
So as you might have noticed now, I'm actually not from this country. I'm not from the UK. I've been living in the UK for 10 years now, but I'm originally from Brazil. And definitely, it's we need the kind of know-how of the old countries, Europe and the US. And I think it's essential that we from the big BRIC countries come to these events so that we actually get that knowledge of how things actually work, and bring our resourcefulness, our ability to improvise, and transform that into a nice business idea.
Just meeting more people, talking to more people, finding out what they're doing, finding out if there's any collaboration opportunities, and literally just seeing what they do. Right? It's always exciting.